What's up, this is Stephen Bloodworth, and this is my May 2021 horror Blu-ray update. So for the past, I'm going to say couple months, I've been showing a load of Blu-rays in each update. This is a much smaller update. I haven't done an update since March. Some decently cool stuff in this update, but I'd rather just get the video done while I have a decent supply, as opposed to me waiting longer to get more stuff and then eventually put it in a video and then eventually just throw it on the shelf. I know I'm rambling on, I don't know why, but I'd rather just get this video done and be able to update the shelf. But again, small quantity, but high quality, I guess. As always, guys, if you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all of my latest videos posted every Monday, Wednesday, yes, you heard Wednesday, stay tuned for that, and Friday. So I got two 4Ks this update, and these are both Lionsgate releases, and I owned really crap quality DVDs of the first two, so I decided to convert them to 4K, and that of course is Evil Dead, one of my all-time favorite independent, I do refer to the original Evil Dead as independent horror films out there. What more can you want? And then I also went ahead and, unfortunately that one didn't have the slipcover, went ahead and got Evil Dead 2, so really stoked to have these in the collection now, and stoked also to finally get rid of those old, I think, Anchor Bay DVDs that I had. And I'm just gonna fly through these, because I already showed these off in the Arrow video haul, but we'll just go through them one more time. The first one, these are all Arrow titles once again, is the Solid Metal Nightmares, the films of Tsukamoto set. This is a badass fucking box set, and of course I can't wait to, this is one of the very few things that I have not checked out yet. This next one I did check out, and I can't believe I've heard of this film for many years, never have seen it, but it is such an incredible grindhouse film, and that one is Switchblade Sisters. I know a lot of people have been loving this one, and I know why, because it is an incredible film. I love everyone in this film, from Dominic to Lace to Maggie to Donut. I love all of them. If you have not seen this one yet and you love these old grindhouse fashion films, this is one not to pass up on. This one was also a first time watch for me. I did really dig it. I thought it was pretty cool. This one is The Driller Killer. Some pretty damn gnarly gore in this one, but yeah, I definitely want to sit down and rewatch this one again because it was just so good the first time watching it. I definitely want to watch the theatrical cut because the first time watching this I saw the unseen pre-release version, so I want to see what the theatrical version is compared to that. But if you're a fan of Driller Killer, drop a comment down below. Next up, one of my all-time favorite werewolf films out there, American Werewolf in London. Did not get to check out the Arrow release of it yet, but any American Werewolf in London fans out there, definitely drop a comment down below. I'm just happy to finally own a copy of American Werewolf in London in my collection. I'm surprised that I have not owned it yet. Next up, did not get to check this one out yet. I probably will in maybe the next few weeks or so. Bloody Birthday. I know a lot of people like this one, so if you're a fan of it, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think of it. And yet another one I have not checked out yet, but will be doing eventually, House 2: The Second Story. I have a plan for this one. Definitely, stay tuned for that, but I love the first House film, that is. So, I know people are hit or miss with House 2, but I'm really curious to see what it's about, especially since I love the first House film so much. And then, of course, Stephen King's Children of the Corn. I actually did own the Blu-ray of this from Image, so now I'm happy to own the Arrow release of it. And then the last Arrow title, another one that I still need to sit down and check out, Brain Damage. I've heard nothing but funny stuff about this one, so if you're a fan, drop a comment down below. The next two are IFC Midnight and Scream Factory collaborations. This first one, it had a really interesting concept behind it, and I did like it to a degree. I love that whole idea of, you know, being set in one location, especially with this. This one is Centigrade. I love the idea of being trapped in a car during a snowstorm and them just trying to figure out not only how to get out of it, but how to survive. Really awesome concept, and you can definitely feel for these characters and the emotions they go through, but definitely a pretty gnarly one, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'd say give it a chance. And the last one, everyone and their mothers has been talking about, and this one, of course, Rent-A-Pal. Yeah, I understand why. This was actually a really weird yet awesome, phenomenal film. I love the idea that Lunch Meat actually put out a VHS of Rent-A-Pal, the actual tape from the film. It made me feel very uneasy, and just overall, I can definitely see why so many people are freaked out by this, but I love that they put the actual Rent-A-Pal tape as a special feature on this, as well as the complete dating reel. But if you have not seen this yet, this is definitely one I cannot recommend enough, and I know everybody out there has been recommending this one ever since it came out. Alright, the next one is a Cult Epics title. This is from Jörg Bugarit, the same guy who did Necromantic. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much today. This one is his film Schramm. This is actually the last film he's done. It's from 1993, and you guys have already seen the review of it. One of the weirdest put together films out there, yet the gore is phenomenal. If you're a person that really doesn't care for the story, you just want to see some gore, then definitely check Schramm out. And if you like Necromantic, then you'll probably like this one as well. Now this one, it's a great film, but the Blu-ray is a very weird release. It's from Art Vision Entertainment. I believe this is a South Korean release. This one is obviously Cube. I love the first Cube film, but I'm gonna say it's a Korean Blu-ray because the subtitles are in Korean for some reason, and a lot of the text on the back, for the most part, is in Korean. So I don't know why. This is apparently the only Blu-ray out there of Cube, but if anybody knows if there's a better Blu-ray release out there of this, definitely drop a comment down below, but overall, I'm just happy to own the film in my collection. The next one's a Kino title, and this is from Redemption Films, the same guys who did My Chan's Daily Life, the movie. This one got me interested. It's from Sabu, and it's called Miss Zombie. It's basically these people who get a zombie as pretty much a maid, and they're told pretty much the same instructions as gremlins, like, you know, do not feed it meat, and if it goes crazy, then shoot it in the head. Very weird, especially because there's a scene where somebody dies and the one person wants the zombie character to bite the person so that they'll be reanimated. Extremely weird, and it's in black and white, which only enhances the very bizarre atmosphere, but this is definitely a unique zombie film, and if you're interested in those kind of films, then I'd say give it a shot. The next two are Massacre video releases. These are latest two that they have put out. The first one I did the review on, Toxic Zombies. This is actually a really fun, trashy zombie film from 1980. I believe, 1980. This one I can't recommend enough. The next one, this is pretty much Bollywood's attempt of Nightmare on Elm Street. This one is called, I keep pronouncing it wrong, Mahakal. This one I just could not get down with. I love all Massacre videos releases and will continue to get their releases. but this one was just a bunch of singing and dancing, and I didn't have time for it. But all these are available on massacrevideo.com, so if you want to check them out, definitely head on over and pick yourselves up a copy or two. Alright, and the next bunch are from Unearthed Films. The first one I did the review on is the latest entry in the Too Extreme for Mainstream line, and that is Scott Philip Gergen's 29 Needles. One of the most bizarre and gnarliest films that I have definitely seen in a long time. There should be some available still on MBD and Diabolic, or Diabolic and Grindhouse. For more information on that, check the 29 Needles review that I shot, but definitely only for mature audiences 18 and up. Yet, if you're in that category, I say, hell yeah, definitely check it out. This one is their latest release. The review on this just dropped the other day. This one is Olaf Ittenbach's No Reason. Definitely one of his more professional films that he's done. I mean, I love Burning Moon, don't get me wrong, but this one was a whole different level, and it was absolutely phenomenal. If you're a fan of German horror films, I say definitely give this one a chance. And then I went ahead and picked up these two because I have, number one, not seen them yet. I've heard nothing but great things. So I wanted to getting around to checking these out, and I only just got these the other day, so I need to make time to check these one out. But the first one's from Luciano Onetti, and that one is his film Francesca. I've heard great things about this one, so I'm really stoked to get into that one eventually. And the last Unearthed title that I picked up, this one is from, who directed this? Mark Savage. And another one I've heard great things about, Purgatory Road. If you're an Unearthed fan out there, definitely let me know which one of these you recommend the most. The next one's a Universal one, and I've been on a real Hammer kick lately, and I've wanted to get as many of the Hammer films that I can get on Blu-ray. And this one is the Hammer Horror 8-film collection. This one contains Brides of Dracula, Curse of the Werewolf, Night Creatures, Phantom of the Opera, Paranoiac, Kiss of the Vampire, Nightmare, and Evil of Frankenstein. I mainly got it for Evil of Frankenstein until I realized that there was a separate Blu-ray of it, but still pretty cool to own, especially having all these awesome Hammer films in it. So if you're a Hammer film fan, then let me know what you think of this if you do own this one. And this one's a Mill Creek release, and this is the Hammer Films double feature. This one I got for Revenge of Frankenstein because for some reason this is the only release from Hammer, or on Blu-ray at least, of I always get these confused. Revenge of Frankenstein. And this one also contains The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Next step for me is to get a hold of the Mummy films, but again, I love the Hammer Frankensteins, I love the Hammer Draculas. Peter Cushing is the man. What could I say? But any Hammer fans out there, drop a comment down below. Another Universal title, and for some reason I did not own this one in my collection. That one is Army of Darkness. Really, what can I say about this one? It is phenomenal. I definitely need to pick up Evil Dead the remake, but I've seen this a handful of times and it never fails to put a smile on my face. The next one is a Code Red title, and I have not picked up a lot of these in a very long time. It's been a while since I've gotten a Code Red release. This one is The Forest. I still need to check it out, but it looks pretty gnarly. If anybody has seen this one, leave me a comment down below. I'm really stoked to check this one out. The next few are Synapse releases, and this first one I have not gotten around to check out yet, but I've been wanting to see this for years. I know people have this praised on many of their lists, and that one, of course, is Street Trash. I really can't wait to finally check it out, so if you're a fan of it, leave a comment down below. I cannot wait to finally get around to checking this out. Another Synapse title, one that I have heard about for years, never have seen. So stoked to finally own this, The Dorm That Dripped Blood. And you know me, I love these college horror films. But anybody that's a fan of this or has seen it and liked it, drop a comment down below. And the last Synapse title, I ordered this a while ago. For some reason, the order never fulfilled. I guess Amazon was backordered on it. I'm doing horrible today. So I went through a third party to finally get it to complete the trilogy, and that one is Basket Case 3. Seen the first 2 Basket Case films, which I do own in my collection. Have yet to see Basket Case 3, but I know a lot of people definitely crap on this one. But who knows? I gotta check this one out soon. This next one is from my buddy George Ortiz. He sent me this, and if you want to get a copy of this or learn more about it, check him out on Instagram at Chicken Holocausto. There's more information on this in the review that I shot recently. This is his mixtape on mainly drug cartel executions called Euthanasic Volunteer, which he said translates to voluntary suicide or voluntary euthanasia, but this is a really gnarly mixtape, but really great quality, and the fact that he put it on a Blu-ray is also really badass. The last 2 are not horror films, but when else am I going to talk about these? This one I only saw for the first time when getting this Blu-ray, and I thought it was pretty decent for what it was, and this one is My Summer Story with Kieran Culkin. Of course, I don't like this any better than Christmas Story. This is probably going to be the only time I watch it, but I like the fact that they kind of showed us the Bumpus family. That was probably the only thing I really dug out of this. But I don't know. If you've seen this and you have a different opinion, leave me a comment down below, but it was alright, but will I watch it again? Probably not. And the last one I got is a Nickelodeon release, and this is by far one of my favorite films growing up. I used to watch this nearly daily as a kid, and that one is Good Burger with Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. I didn't get around to checking out the Blu-ray, but I watched it on Netflix again a couple of weeks ago, and I love it just as much as I loved it the first time watching it on VHS. And fingers crossed that Kenan and Kel will come through with Good Burger 2. So that's going to do it for all the Blu-rays that I've got in the last 2 months or so, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all my latest videos posted every Monday, Wednesday, I gotta get used to saying that now, and Friday. And also make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to stay posted on what I'm doing behind the scenes of making these videos. Before you click off this video, don't forget to hit it with a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below saying what do you think of the Blu-rays that I picked up, which ones do you like, and which ones you think I should look out for in the future. Until next time, take care, and stay scared.